Good morning. Today I get fitted for a crown. I'm going to the dentist today to get a crown fitted for one of my teeth. And the reason why is because I waited way too long to get my teeth checked. So with your teeth, if you decide to wait 2.5 years, what'll happen is something that's a small problem, something that's really tiny, teeth start to decay, get a cavity or whatnot, something that can be fixed quite easily, might progress to be something that's much larger, like a root canal. Me waiting 2.5 years, I might have not needed a root canal. I might have just needed a cap on a cavity or whatnot, do whatever they need to do, add a filling, and I'd be good to go. But because I waited, now I need to spend a lot of money. Hopefully not. Please, insurance, help me out and fix my problem.
They had to take a 3D photo of my tooth. That's too cool. I like this. Almost done.
So why you shouldn't wait. I just got the bill back, and and I got lucky enough. I had a credit on my account, so it didn't end up costing me way too much, but it totally could have. So if you don't have insurance, or if you don't have like an emergency fund, this procedure can get quite costly and could hurt you. But here, let me show you something. So right here, I don't know if you guys can see that. That says $1,220. And this is another part of the procedure, $370. This is all that gets billed to the insurance company, so about $1,600. That's a lot of money, lot of money. And so luckily I didn't have this part, the $370. That was they did that before, so I already paid for that. But this part I did get paid. I did get billed for that. So most of it goes to the insurance. Well, half of it went to the insurance company. So I paid $544, but I had a $200 credit, $210, $12, so I only paid $331. So ultimately, if I would have just went to the dentist when I should have, and filled in all the cavities when I should have, I mean, $331, that's like 2 cavities, maybe 3, I don't know. But far less, that's far more expensive than actually having a cavity. So if you haven't gone to the dentist, I challenge you to go to one, even if it's been a while, just because, I mean, a cavity, simple, root canals are stupid and crazy. So yeah, go to the dentist and don't procrastinate. So where else do we procrastinate? Not just dentistry work. I mean, that's just one aspect of procrastinating. Oh, I'll get around to it. Oh, it'll be okay. I'll just wait another 6 months, or I'll get to it next year. I mean, that seems like a procrastination excuse, and I hear that all the time. But not just with dentistry work. In life, in what we want to do in life, whether it be vacation, whether it be getting into shape. Oh, I'll do that next year. I'll do that. I'll start that next month. Or maybe it's our job. Well, I'll ask for promotion at another time. This just isn't the right time. Oh, well, I'm going to ask that girl out, but it's just not the right time right now. When is the right time? And the right time is now. Maybe not in the way that, don't just get up and go do something. maybe that is the case for you. Maybe right now is losing weight. You want to lose weight. Start that right now. Stop eating bad stuff and start exercising. It's easy. That's how you lose weight. It's just a matter of doing it. That's the hard part. Other things such as like vacations, that might require you to save up some money. That might require you to actually set out the vacation days for work to actually do it. But in the more or less, start acting on it. Make a list. Make everything that you need to do. Check off the things, and when the day approaches, actually do it. I did that 2 years ago. I think it was May 2017. I decided to take a motorcycle trip across the United States, and I was not thoroughly planned. I made a list. I decided the specific days when I was going to go, and that was like 2 months before. I actually took those days and made sure that it was approved, and I took the days and started prepping. I need this. I'm going to go take this trip around here. First, I was going to take the northern leg of the United States from Chicago, go through New Mexico, Wyoming, not New Mexico, North Dakota, and then South Dakota, hit those Dakotas, Wyoming, Montana, hit all those cool places, and then head south and go through Washington, California, and then come up through the south side back to Chicagoland. And I planned all that out, and then last minute I had to actually change the direction of my trip because apparently in May in the north side of the northern United States it starts snowing, or it's still snowing. So it was too cold, so I decided to go south, and thinking that in a week that things would warm up. They didn't, but you learn your lesson. I started going through from Chicago all the way to Kansas, and Kansas City, Missouri. That was the first day. 12 hours on a motorcycle, worst decision ever. Break it up into 6 hours. 6 hours a day. I hit Kansas City, and then stayed the night, and then rode from Kansas City all the way to Denver, Colorado, and I thought I was going to make it in like 10 hours, and it turned out being 12 hours because I had to ride my motorcycle 40 miles an hour through the entire state of Kansas because of the wind. The wind was so powerful, crosswinds of about 60 miles an hour, and when you're on a motorcycle, crosswinds, it just doesn't work. You're leaning sideways, and you're white knuckling it the entire way, and white knuckling means when you hold the handlebar so hard that your knuckles turn white, they fall asleep, and it was scary. I almost died twice, but flew off the side of the road. Semi-trucks were going in my lane because they were being blown around. Scary beyond all reason. You don't plan for this kind of stuff. You don't expect, Kansas is going to be super windy. But Kansas did a good job of putting windmills everywhere, so they took advantage of that. Now they're making energy, clean energy. Good going, Kansas. Hit Denver from I-70 to Utah. Most beautiful ride you'll ever do on a motorcycle through the canyons and of the Rockies. It was gorgeous. Waterfalls, rivers. It was amazing. The tunnels. I rode into the tunnel with my sunglasses on. Scariest thing ever. And then I got to Utah. In Utah, I was going to Monument Valley. I don't know if you guys ever heard of Monument Valley. It was featured in many films. Forrest Gump, I remember most because he was running, and in the background when he stops in the middle of the road and he turns back towards everyone and says, "I'm tired, I'm going home," there's Monument Valley. And I saw that road, that particular scene, and I'll show a picture because I took a picture. It was amazing. And I got to the point where I was going to stay the night in Monument Valley in my tent, but I decided that a resort might be much more nicer because I was very exhausted and needed a shower, because when I got to the Monument Valley, I saw a wall of red. I'm like, what is that? And as I was getting closer and closer, it was getting closer to me. Turned out that wall of red was a sandstorm. Yeah. What do? These are things you don't plan for in life. So I got in, white-knuckled it, and rode through a sandstorm on my motorcycle. By the time the sandstorm hit, I was 2 miles away from my destination. And so I rode 2 miles in red haziness. I could only see 40 feet in front of me. I got to the road that I had to turn on. I got turned off, and I was not sleeping in my tent. I got a room at this resort. I spent like $50-$60 because I had all these discounts, and it was like the cheapest room behind the gas station, not on the hilltop where you could see the sunrise as the sun was setting. Though it was gorgeous. So yeah, I stayed the night. I rode through a sandstorm, and I would have missed that opportunity completely. The ability to share this story with you guys and anyone else that I come across, and like even if someone else wants to take a motorcycle trip across America, I could say don't go through Kansas because it's crazy. Go north. And there's nothing in Kansas. No offense. Beautiful country land. But besides that, if I didn't make the opportunity, or if I didn't take the initiative to say yes to it, I would have missed it entirely. I would have missed that story, and I would have just lived my life day by day. Those 2 weeks would have just been spent working at work, and I would have missed out entirely on that. So whatever you want to do in life, whether it be lose weight, whether it be go on a trip, go to New York, go to California, fly to Hawaii, take the time, set it up, make a list, save the money, take the vacation days, and just do it. What are you waiting for? I mean, we only got one life. We only got every day. We all have 24 hours every single day to do with whatever it is that we need to do. Make every moment of it. Make every day count. And so at the end of your life, you can look back and say, wow, what a life I lived. You lived every moment with purpose. You lived every moment to the fullest that it could fully be. So with that, don't procrastinate. Do something and work hard at it.